Hey everyone, Stephen Ellis here, prospect analyst and associate editor for Daily Faceoff, and we are going to look at the top 3 prospect pipelines in the NHL. Let's start off with the Montreal Canadiens, mostly because they do have the best prospect in hockey right now. That's Ivan Demidov. We got a little bit of a taste of what he's capable of doing in the NHL at the end of the regular season and in the playoffs, but that's just scratching the surface. He just had one of the greatest seasons we've ever seen out of a player playing in Europe. He's ready for the NHL. That's exciting to go to a base that already has Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, Juraj Slafkovsky, you name it. But he's not the only guy coming. David Reinbacher, number 5 in 2023 NHL Draft. That's a guy that's going to be a huge part of that blue line. And it's already a pretty popular blue line with a lot of other guys like Logan Mailloux, and it'll be interesting to see what they kind of do there. But the Montreal Canadiens look good at every position because you can't forget Jacob Fowler, who might be their starting goalie of the future. So you put that all together, the Montreal Canadiens have one of the best pipelines in hockey. Number 2, I'm going with the San Jose Sharks. Yaroslav Askarov, best goalie prospect in hockey, and that again is just scratching the surface. The team needs to kind of work on their blue line, but you look up front and they've got already Macklin Celebrini, they've already got Will Smith, but they've got other guys coming up like Quentin Musty, and they're going to get a really high pick in this year's NHL draft as well. Sam Dickinson on defense, there's just so much to like. So the San Jose Sharks have a really good pipeline. They've got a lot of guys already in the NHL that they've promoted in the last year or two. It's just only going to get better from there. And sorry, Sharks fans, it might be a couple more years before you're competitive, but that does mean your pipeline is going to continue to get better. And then there's the Chicago Blackhawks at number 1, and that is because they've got depth at every single position. You look at net, they've got Adam Gajan, they got Drew Commesso, and that again is just scratching the surface. On defense, Artem Levshunov, what a great first season he had of pro hockey, and Sam Renzel had a great year in college. He's already played a couple games in the NHL, and he should be a top 4 defenseman very quickly for the team. We did see Connor Bedard, and we've seen Frank Nazar move up front, but there's also Oliver Moore, who's going to be potentially the number 2 center for the team. Maybe he moves to the wing. Doesn't matter. The big thing about him is he is extremely fast, and it's going to be just so much fun to see what he could do in the top 6. It'll be also interesting to see what type of player they draft at number 2, because they got a lot of talent coming up, and the Blackhawks might not be too far from being a serious threat after adding Spencer Knight in net just to start with. And as long as Connor Bedard gets some extra help, they're going to be in good shape. So those are my 3 favorite pipelines in the NHL.